Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast to this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 3 versus 3 on Bloodshed Alley. Playing on the northern side as the Imperial Fists, we've got Ares 7889. We've got Necrotechnica as the Chaos Space Marines, and we've got H-Man playing as the Eldar. On the southern side, playing as the Dark Angels, we've got Vrax, we've got Mela playing as the Tau Empire, and then we've got Grenayers playing as the Dark Angels. I'll go with Grenayers, why not? So yeah, quite exciting stuff. We've got a fair few big games being sent into the Discord recently in the Unification style of things, which I imagine is because everyone is anticipating the potential soon release of the Unification 7.0 patch update. Whether that's going to come this month, maybe. It's going to come next month, possibly. In about 2 months' time. I couldn't tell you. You'd think I'd be able to know. You'd think I'd know all the details, considering that Unification is a big portion of the channel's content. However, I'm very shy, and I don't like asking people questions because I don't want to be a nuisance. Is that... Oh, I thought it was Nafra for a second then. Might be Nafra. Either way, Mela, going forward, and actually, this southern team has actually got a really strong tier 1 of their scouts, so I might be able to potentially capture these all-important critical locations fairly early. Whether they can hold on to them, though, will be another thing. We've got not Dark Eldar, just regular Eldar up against the Dark Angels of Vrax. We've got the Dark Angels of Grenayers up against the all-important Imperial Fists of Eri. Eri loves his Imperial Fists. Really, really does. And we've got Chaos versus Tau. So nothing really major. There's no... Oh my goodness, one faction can absolutely trounce the other faction quite significantly. If anything, maybe Eri might not benefit too much from this heavy cover, considering that he's got the Siege Marines, so Dow will probably go for too many of them, because that heavy cover is just going to be naturally there anyway. Maybe an early tier 2 from this young man. As after all, you don't want to spend too much time in tier 1 against the Dark Angels, because their blooming scouts are just redonkulous. Got all sorts of stuff. Can get snipers, can get the combat shotguns, and they've just got a lot of health and a lot of models inside them. The Red Commander of Mela going straight away for that heavy flamer, as the Eldar capture their relic over on this side. I imagine, from the perspective of the southern team, if you've got that Tau late game on the go with their impressive long-range stuff, maybe Terminators for these guys. If you go for your Terminator technology path for the Dark Angels, that might be the way forward. For Chaos, oh, you're going to go for a significant amount of cultists. Have you gone for your armory? Yep, so probably going to equip these guys with a smorgasbord of grenade launchers. Yet to figure out who they're up against, though, but when they see they're up against Tau, I imagine the grenade launchers will certainly help them. Being instantly caught by that snare trap. Losing one dude, losing a second dude, actually. And these guys will fall foul to the Tau commander quite quickly. Nice little bit of retreating going on there. Stealth suit team also going to get out there just in case these guys get their fiery eyes to be able to see them. But they're going to fall back. There's no point in chasing after a Tau commander. A quite difficult Eldar making quick work of this critical location down on this side. Not a major push from Vrax on the go. Oh, he's going to go for triple plasma dynamo. So quick tier 2 is on the way for Vrax, I do believe. Yeah, I can't imagine the motorbikes, or the whatever you would call the Razor Wing, the Fast Wing, whatever you call that tech path for the Dark Angels. Probably the big boys. Considering that on a map like this, there's not much in the way of flanking maneuvers. It's just smashing each army into each other's faces over and over again. Yeah, to be honest, a map like this, unit composition is king. You need to make sure you've got the correct units against the correct lane. And that's how it generally goes. One poor Ranger caught out over yonder as the Fire Warriors open fire against these cultists, using the heavy cover to their best advantage. Love the voice acting for the Vespids as they get those drop kicks in. Picking up in the ground before slamming them down via their guns. Scouts now coming forward, looking for those sniper rifles. Sniper rifles, amazing counter against the light infantry of the Eldar, as well as the light armor of the cultists. Tau commander feeling very confident, but falling in range of that heavy bolter. Will not want to stand in there for way too long. And there we go. One Dark Reaper being sniped out by those sniper rifles. Got the Siege Marines on the way. And I'm not sure if these Siege Marines are able to transfer their heavy cover advantage to these guys, but if they could, that would be really incredibly strong for team play. We'll have to see if they do anything with that. There we go, actually. Yeah, Grynaeus. I keep wanting to call him Gilneas, but I know this is Warcraft. Looking for the Fury of the Raven Wing. Oh, tier 3 already, Jesus. Very quick tier 3. Not bad at all. Got those ranges out. And yeah, these guys, I don't think that they're focusing too much on... Oh, we're going to see tier 2 from H-Man. Already got tier 2 for Necrotechnica. And I assume... Oh, you're not in tier 2 yet, Eri. So yeah, a quick late game build order for everyone at the moment. Do see the Assault Marines, the Dark Angels, but unable to push too far forward. They don't have much in the way of anti-building stuff. What's firing at you? What are you? Oh, you're Rangers. Of course you're Rangers. Because they go invisible. Not nearly as much DPS as the Space Marine snipers, but enough to murder a Tau person or two if left to their own devices. Quite fast firing rate. Got the Space Marines on the go for Eri. Quite a powerful tier 1 unit, actually, in all fairness. Imperial Fists. Don't mind losing their morale. A little bit tankier than your regular Space Marine. And when they lose their morale... Oh, you have gone bicycles. Okay, alright. Interesting. I wonder why. Are you going for some significant thing? Oh, maybe it's the... Right, Dark Talons. I'm going for double... We're going for a Ravenwing Sanctuary and a Machine Nave, so quite a lot of vehicular stuff on the way for them. Got a Tech Marine Biker just scooting along. As the Assault Marines jump on top of the Rangers, quickly bringing them down to one model alone. One guy looking like he was about to get backhanded then, but being spared the shame and chagrin. The Defiler, though, finding a lot of artillery fire, breaking down this Space Marine squad quite quickly. Also seeing the orbital elevator, which is where Eri can recruit Rogel Dawn. He does like recruiting that dude. Very rare that you would see an Imperial Fist game very where he doesn't go Primarch. The Razorback Mark 1, quite possibly the best Razorback in the game. Comes out of a las cannon, twin linked as well as double plasma guns. Good against basically everyone, but there is a lot of heavy cover going on here. But tanks also benefit from it as well. So melee is the way forward here in these side passages. Got that Ravenwing Dark Talon. Quite a slow lumbering piece of aircraft here, but not too bad at smiting down Listing Shrine. Apparently only good against infantry and heavy infantry, but that looked like some anti-vehicle stuff to me. Always going to be wary of the unit cards. Like a distant father, you can't trust them. Can't trust them too long anyway. Lovely colour scheme for these Defilers. Nice and purple. Staying in that centre. Guardian's been spotted by the... Oh, what are you called? The Pathfinders. Gonna fall back. TX4 Piranha. Using its fusion blasters. Maybe potentially going to get some maneuvers in there. Although, quite like that. You don't normally see a Nightwing being used, but Nightwing is amazing against other aircraft. Definitely a very useful piece of equipment. Also, significant amount of Eldari over on the right-hand flanks. Well, I suppose you would see them on the right-hand flanks, considering that they have spawned over on this side. That makes sense. Fire Dragon as well as... Although, mind you, these guys are not considered vehicles, even though they are all in bicycles. Gone for their multi-melters. Incredible amounts of range damage from the Ravenwing attack bike. The Fires will reposition over on this side to provide some long-range fire support for these Dark Reapers. It's all a bit quiet at the moment. No one committing too much to either side. Tau secure in the middle, but not much in the way of Tau at the moment. In fact, how many people have you got? Have you gone for a lot of... you've gone for a lot of stealth suits, that's why. You see these Defilers, I think that's what you want. Multi-melter focusing on that Nightwing. Nightwing, well, it's amazing against the Ravenwing. It's quite a vulnerable piece of kit. Do like that burn thing repairing it there. Efficient use of your economy. Raven Wing looks like it's also been repaired as well. Adding in the centre of this heavy cover, but the morale has been broken quite quickly. Look at that Tempmarine biker following around this Raven Wing. Also got the stealth suits now moving around the side. The fusion blasters making very quick work of that defiler. Brana moving forward as well. We've got one defiler has been knocked down. Second defiler already at half health as the Tower Fire Warriors, oh no, they've seen double Chaos Predators. That's a bit too much for them to take on at the moment. Nightwing has gone down. Also got that Raven Wing Dark Shroud. Able to keep the boys nearby nice and safe. And doesn't have a bad amount of firepower itself. It doesn't seem to be firing it much at the moment, just being all invisible and stuff, all mysterious. Eldar losing a fair amount of their fighting force there. Thankfully the Necrotechnica coming on with a lot of heavy tank stuff, but a significant amount of anti-vehicle for them. Might need some heavier infantry to deal with all this. And then again, the Raven Wing attack bikes, even when they go for one singular multi-melter, can really pound the ground for their regular attacks. Another tankiest of beasts. Another Nightwing on the way. Tier 3 for the Eldar. As everyone starts pushing in. These guys have gone for their sonic blasters. The general good against everything from what I can remember. If I'm not mistaken, one Predator's been taken out. Double defilers maneuvering round down onto the flanks. But these stealth suits still active. I want to pull them away from the front lines. Got double Nightwings now. Nightwings are also pretty good against infantry as well, so a nice all-round unit against this kind of competition if they can spot these stealth suit teams. Got a big blast coming from whatever that was. Not sure who brought that big zapper. Oh no, was it the grav inhibitor drone? I think. No, that wouldn't be it because you're their allies. That's not what you do. You don't zap your own people. Oh, it's the librarian in here. Right, fair enough. Ignore me. Or don't ignore me, whatever you choose. But squad wipe of those space marines over there. Killed it quite quickly. Nightwings and what you're called, Dark Talon jostling for position. A lot of multi-melters keeping these guys on the backlines. Decimator coming from Necrotechnica. Quite a severe beast in range down close combat scenario. It's going to just use its whatever you're called. I assume you're an autocannon? They're looking autocannon to me. The Eldar fleet on the way. There we go. Dark Talon in a mist. We have the Devastator Centurion. It's been teleported into melee range, which is interesting. But doing a lot of damage. Been targeted by those Pathfinders, but falling back into safety. And you're just... hold on, let me just double check. What does the unit card actually say that you do? Because I assume that you're there for a reason. You're saying much more punishment and significantly more durable than a regular land speeder. Able to invoke the arcane powers of the relic. So, no, you go away from me while I'm reading your thing. Able to create the Sacred Shroud of Angels, which I assume just... yeah, I suppose it's just a general support vehicle. Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to cut this out because I'm an old man, too lazy to do the cutting. It's a raw cast, baby. No edits in this one. Apart from if I need to, which I don't need to. So take that. The Land Raider Achilles Alpha. The Alpha Chad moving down on this side. Got a big stonking Gatling gun on the front. As well as... are you las guns? No, you're melter guns. Short range. Chode of a tank. Dark Shot is jumping straight in. That's a bit brave. Where he's sending it to its death to open up some vehicle pop. Maybe looking for that tier 4. And for another Fortune of the Rocks, some more plasma dynamos on the way. We do have the Riptide battlesuit. So Tau transitioning to some very serious ranged firepower, but they are up against some staunch competition here. The Hemlock Ray Fighter, quite a powerful aircraft unit. Yeah, the Eldar really take it to the skies in this engagement here. You have, oh, you are a Dark Talon, just being a nuisance over yonder. Got the Destroyer Squad there, going for some Graviton guns. Should be able to take out that aircraft with relative ease. Often you see a Decimator being used in range combat. There we go. I suppose it's just there to absorb damage as well. Riptide battlesuit, definitely my favourite of the battlesuits. Some serious range stuff on the go. Going to ignore a lot of that damage while dishing out some damage of its own. Will fall back into the range of all these snipers. Got a significant amount of... Oh, we've got Primaris Hellblasters. I've gone for any of their big beefy guns, but that's because that's a lot of it's in tier 4 or second and circle. Hammerhead, gunship, twin-linked heavy burst cannons. Yeah, the Tau need to have their numbers quelled. In the late stages of the game, they will absolutely annihilate whatever the Northern team can throw at them in the range department. Sons of Dawn, melee only, they come off hammers. Absolutely decimating those Primaris. The work of Belisarius Call sent away, but also dying in the process. It's fair enough. Also got the Assault Centurions. Quite slow. Hard to get them in close combat, but if they do get into close combat, they do really slap people around. Got the Imperial as well. They're able to bring forth a big blue mushroom explosion. So these slow manoeuvring Centurions, that'll be a major help for them. So, oh, you're a fake one. He's got the blue for around you. Ah, no, I see. Oh, did you cancel that explosion? No, you didn't. Ah, lovely. Lowering these guys to a false sense of security for exploding them. Very good stuff. And slow but surely these aircrafts and tanks are being whittled down with the sheer amount of anti-vehicle stuff that the Tau have on offer. Dark Angels struggling to make an impact in this, but I assume that you're going for something quite big, considering that you're in tier 4 at the moment. Got the Vindicators, got the Whirlwinds, taking on the massive infantry. And also going for, oh, we're going to go for Lionel Johnson. Nice stuff. But unable to really push too far forward. They've lost their... Did you lose your Land Raider? Yep, the Lich Pin that held everything together. Eldar looking to see what else is going on. They've got a Nightshade Interceptor as well. But, yeah, losing that support. Unable to push really too far forward. But as long as they keep their eyes on the critical locations. But they've let Gilneas take the critical location. That's why we're seeing Lionel Johnson come out. The Northern team might rue the day they allowed one critical location to fall to the Southern team. Mela also being left to... Yeah, you've had the opportunity to decap that critical location. You may as well have stopped Mela from getting it, but they've let him have it. It's not really paying attention to those points in the centre. Kind of negates the map control that you've garnered here. And that's an intimidating firing line. Got the artillery from Vrax, the gunships from Mela, the Devastators and the tactical veteran squads. Yeah, these guys are really playing to their strengths here. But in saying that, everything on the northern side is quite substantial and quite chunky. Big blue for coming over, not really doing much damage to the tanks here, they're just kind of ignoring it. Another fake Riptide in place on the front lines. Everyone trying to politely ignore it. It goes down all the same. Nice flanking by H-Man here. Making sure that everything on the sides is secure, but that Raven Wing Dark Shroud, keeping the vehicles covered. We've also got that Tech Marine biker just doing repairs on the fly. Here we go, Lionel Johnson. Easy here. Don't get to see you often, do we? Strike him down with your oversized plasma pistol. Feel sorry for the Tech Marine that has to do the maintenance on that bad boy. Must be the equivalent of like being a bomber squadron. Oh, what do you call those people that bomb disposal units? That's what they're called. Intimidating stuff. But he's in there. He just comes in and messes things up in close combat. A sword and board kind of guy. Nothing special about him, I imagine. He just rocks on in and slaps people around. For the Obliterate squad for Necrotechnica. And oh, you also bring forth orbital bombardments, but very quick, very quickly. Not much reaction time involved in that. Also inspiring the men around him. Okay, so maybe you're not just a sword and board. Maybe you also provide a lot of other stuff as well. Fair enough. Lionel Johnson, who am I to question you? Look at all that damage he's just taking on the chin. Providing a little bit of room for these guys to push forward. Submarine biker goes down. Firepower over on this side. Some artillery from the Whirlwind Scorpius there. There's lots of infantry for it to sink its teeth into. Also got Siege Marines. Providing a little bit of support. Librarian over here as well. Who are you being summoned in? You are an Ironclad Dreadnought. But, I mean, that's not where vehicle wants to be. We felt all this anti-vehicle stuff might be quite difficult for these guys to manage with. Although the aircraft seems to be doing a fairly decent job. Maybe aircraft is the way forward. It's technically a different kind of armor type. Usually anti-vehicle stuff is quite good against it, but sometimes, depending on how the anti-vehicle stuff is configured, it's a little bit more resistant. Also easy to pull these guys back when you're out of position engagements. The right flank, overrun by the Raven Wing attack bike squadrons. But this aircraft really standing up. Filer's also there as well. We do have, there we go, Rogue. Of course we've got Rogaldorn. Old mustachioed man himself. Everyone likes a good handle. No, it's not handlebar moustache, is it? Maybe it is. My knowledge of moustaches is not exactly on the forefront of my mind. Oh, the Supremacy Armor. Yep. That'll do it. That'll certainly put some chest on your chest when it comes to beefing up your firing line. Like a big daddy of the broadside battlesuits. Slam his feet down, activating the big gun. Also, when he's mobile, still does a fair bit of damage as well. I think you're actually on the big super duper unit for the tower. You could get another one as well, I think. There's another version of this. I think this is the be all and end all. Look at that. Yep, you're dead. And you're dead. But very vulnerable. Seen before that if you can get a couple of hits on it, it does go down quite quickly. Here comes Rogaldorn. Has the ability to basically summon forth a huge orbital bombardment. Not like Lionel Johnson, where it's multiple explosions. It's just one huge blast. Eldar trying to move in around the sides, but got to make sure to take care of the hammerhead gunships first. Got big bloofers coming from the Towerman. And there we go, right on top of him. Massive explosion here. Good chunk of damage. Instantly taking him on. Aircraft able to ignore that fire, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. But they're going to hunt him down. For all those side tanks being taken on. Got the Vortigan Dracaris, or Dracus even. Moving forward. Supremacy Armor there. Looking less than healthy at the moment. Huge blasts from the Librarian wherever he is. There he is. Nullifying all the range damage more or less from these guys at the moment. Need to see some repairs. There we go, one lonely F-gas builder coming forwards. Can he repair him in time? aircraft still looking relatively healthy. Well, apart from that one. There he goes, downforce, flat on his face. Wonderful surgical strike from H-Man. Now we've got the warp spiders for that anti-heavy infantry. Decimator getting close combat. Interrogator, Chaplain, falling foul. And Rogel Dawn, he's not messing around. He sees that Vorticon and he thinks, yep, you're the right kind of size for a fisticuff battle. And it looked very intimidating 5 minutes ago. That 17 firing line with that Supremacy armour, quite significant. Now won't be able to regain it, considering that they've lost their critical location. They're going to build up anything else? No, not at the moment. You can't do it. Double Lionel Johnson sitting next to an apothecary. He's getting his vaccinations done in. Having a plaster on his knee from an old tin that his grandma had. Preferably a plaster with pictures of Winnie the Pooh on it. Not sure if that is a English-specific reference. Not sure what kind of pictures those in the continental mainland of Europe or the Americas or anywhere else in the world for that matter have. Things are quieting down a little bit. No major assaults going on. Some scouts being a bit of a nuisance over on this side. One assault Centurion being forgotten over here. And when I say that there's no major assault going on, it's not like a big, huge push. It's just kind of holding a line and just doing a bit of back and forth. But now we've got the Avatar and Rogel Dawn striding their way forward. Absolutely love the legs on this guy. Giving that listing post a big uppercut. And slow but surely, the Tower of the Dark Angels are being pushed backwards. Are we seeing anything more substantial? Just more attack bikes. Have you been left to your own device with this critical location? Heavy has managed to decap it, so it does seem that the advanced weaponry for the Southern team will go down. Unable to really defend their backline here from just the sheer amount of aircraft going on. Very nice. You don't normally see aircraft being used in such a way, but there we go. It's showing its effectiveness here. Rogel Dawn, no, sorry, Lionel Johnson up against the Avatar. Who can win this time? I do love seeing the Avatar go toe-to-toe with anyone. And what do you know, even with all the height in the world, it's Short King Spring, baby. And Lionel Johnson takes no prisoners, punches him down, going to turn around and also start taking on Rogel Dawn as well. Move out the way from an aircraft. Can he do it? Primarch on Primarch action. Strike him down, young man. Strike him down. What an absolute hero. Lionel Johnson showing the reason why he is the second Primarch to come back. In my head, I like to think that's canon. In some way, some alternative universe. Well, the aircraft's been taken care of now, slowly but surely. We do have Libya, Harbinger of the Greater Good. There we go, the power of anime. Oh, I'm going to get some negative comments about that. Oh, I can already see the... Hold on, where are you? Let's just watch you for a bit. I can already see the angry comments below this video. Why on earth is there an anime girl? My goodness. Oh, she's too OP. I get you. Look, I hear you. I hear you. But she's got thigh highs on. So can you... Is your argument invalid now? Maybe. Potentially. Do thigh highs take lives? By the sounds of it, they do. By the sounds of it, they do. Am I being serious? Who really knows? But yeah. Lionel Johnson and his waifu holding that line against all odds. but no critical locations. It's Emi taking both of these critical locations. Might have been wise to donate one to the Chaos player, but I suppose don't really have time to communicate all that stuff. Kind of want to get as many as humanly possible, just to deny them the Southern team. Big stonking tank, that glaive. Huge cannon on the front. Able to render most things moot. If Asmodai, there we go. The aggressive chaplain of the Dark Angels. Going to make them repent. Oh, have you got two? Oh, you're just a clone. Anime clone! Oh my goodness. It's season 2. Electric Boogaloo. And does she do knockback when she's a clone? She does! Right. Well, that's pretty strong, isn't it? Pretty strong indeed. Now, how can I incorporate Lionel Johnson anime into the thumbnail? That's going to be my challenge for this game. My challenge indeed. Got Torgad Garadon. Look at him go. He's a big beefy lad. Mighty cannon on his shoulder. And it's, to be fair, the Northern team is holding on fairly well. They've got all the time in the world. Got a Wraith Knight, the H-Man. Yeah, when they've got the lion's share of the critical locations, they could do quite well. Actually, really quickly, what's the economy? It's 88 and 85, 110, 110, 107, and 163 and 97. Compared to 202 and 93, 58 and 115, and 92 and 52. We'll watch the Chaos Space perspective them a little bit. So yeah, Tau kind of a bit knackered for the economy, but I suppose they did lose a lot of their middling points here. The Northern team have got their middle points quite secure. Eldar making quick work of these Raven Wings. That Wraith Knight. Really powerful. Lots of range capabilities for him. Just walking over. And it's the indomitable march of the Imperial Fists and Chaos. Just using vehicular supremacy. They might lack in the range department in comparison to the Tau, but they've got the numbers. They've got the health. Tor Garadon on the back lines. Just observing from a distance. Got a banner bearer, bearing a banner. That's what he does. Say that 10 times fast. Tau being slowly edged backwards. We do have, what are you? You are one Raven Wing Dark Talon being a nuisance on the backside, but we'll see some there. We've got some horrors being summoned in. New explosions from both sides. We do have Lionel Johnson bringing forth the orbital bombardment. We're going to run straight towards that glaive. Chunking his power sword into its hide. Yeah, actually, has the anime girl, have you died yet? She has died, right, okay, so very much a glass cannon by the looks of things. Didn't survive for long when she goes up against some serious damage. Eldar been really consistent in this game. Just keeping that right flank secure, coming down the centre when they need to. Yeah, it's just a general crush of the superior weaponry on the go. Got the supremacy armor being rebuilt. How are you able to do that? Have you managed to grab a... Melek grabbing the critical location on the top side of the map. Supremacy armor will really help them, especially considering that there's not much... Well, they've got a couple of Hell Talons. And all this aircraft stuff. Got a Corsair Warpuncher as well. That's cool. That's nifty. Oh, but the advanced technology... Let me say that again. The advanced technology beacon. Focused fired on. Fearing also going down somewhere in that scrum. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. FCAS builders having to be rebuilt so they can gain it again. Double land raiders as well. Eof is so strong in the late game, considering that they can bring out just severe amounts of heavy armour. Even Lionel Johnson doesn't want to go toe-to-toe with them for the moment. They're low on health. Even for that third Fortress of the Rock. The Eldar just standing in their base, shooting everything around. The Dark Angels struggling on that southern side of the Eldar for quite some time here. Those bicycles really helped them in the mid-game, but as the game progressed, it didn't really seem to do much. I think Terminators might have been the better idea. Like I say, you had the Tower of the Firepower, maybe one person going for the bicycles, and then one Dark Angels going for those Terminators. But I suppose in the late game, when everything's basically good against heavy infantry, that might not have really helped him out all that much. Hard to really say. It's easy to play Theorycraft in these kinds of situations when there's so many variables. It's not like a faction war where there's, you know, you're really only going to take unit compositions, faction differences in order. It's team composition as well as units in this kind of situation. Tempting to see more anime being placed on the front lines with the Coalition Centre. Please don't destroy the tower, thank you. At least it's polite about it. At least it's polite about it indeed. Eldar have just mopped up this corner. Although we do have Vrax being survived by this Fortress of the Rock. Alright, Revenant Titan. Oh, I love the colour scheme. Shining white. Very good stuff. Tower goes down. Bicycle's been blasted left and right. It's a foregone conclusion at this point, boys and girls. Northern team certainly have this game in the bag. It's now just a case of how honourable will this last stand be. Lionel Johnson still knocking around. Only got a fraction of his health left there. Will stand in the corner and do what he can. Go over the in fact, going for double apothecaries. The bookend him. Maybe give him one final last stand. Yeah, not a big fan of that guy. Or girl even. Which is fair enough. Alright, Lionel Johnson, as POV, hold the line against all odds. Which, to be fair though, even the Southern team lost, I think that the play of the game has to be this absolute unit. Look at him. Looking a bit like Luther from World of Warcraft. Go on, fall back. If he could do the impossible, he might be able to hold them for a little while. There we go, the Revenant Titan. As your target, Lehman Russ. Lionel Johnson, sorry. Oops, bit of a Freudian slip there. But, getting into the ground, decomposing. There's a way that only Primarch can. And I'm going to call it there. I'm going to call it there. The game by my timer down here goes for a little bit longer, but realistically, I just wanted to see that stand go on there. So, very nice game from everyone. And thank you guys for sending them in. And for the future games that you've sent in, because you've sent in a fair bunch. I'm very excited to crack through those. And yeah, the support channel. Look at the old Patreon. £1 off gets you watch the game a week. And there's also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As with Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never chart. Now, see you in a bit. Peace.